You weren't playing well with your right hand this particular point?
No, I wasn't.
So you just thought, I'll train my left hand up?
Yeah, it felt good. It's like a mistress that is there. You know, some people have the wife and the mistress. My wife is my right hand, my mistress is my left hand. I don't want to get rid of her, but I want to keep her there, so I have to keep a relationship going with it. You know, it's like I won't turn my back on it because it's held me together sometimes. So I have to give it its love and care.
Right.
I don't want to abandon it. It's not fair. It's been good to me.
Have you thought of this analogy long and hard?
No, well, yeah, and I just kind of thought, well, should I throw it out the window and pretend that I can't do it, but really there's a part of me that appreciates that when it comes along. When it comes along, it helped me through bad times. So how can I turn my back on it? There's times when I've not felt good and I've played left-handed and I've come home and I'm buzzing and I'm happy because I'm enjoying the game again. And that's part of a lot of what my life's about, is playing snooker.
You make your break. Do you see? Is it visual? Is it your hands? How does it? What jumps into operation first?
I just see big pockets. And I see balls that are light, and I just see that I can make them do whatever they want, what I want them to do. I see cushions, and I see them cushions as a way of me getting around this area. And I just see every part of the table as a help. Even the knuckles, I think, well, I can use that knuckle.
Always? This is how you always see it?
Not always, sometimes. You know, a lot of the, some of the times, yes, that's when you're in trouble. That's when the game becomes difficult and hard. But that's probably the easiest way of explaining what it feels like when you're at one with the game. It's just that you see the table and you just think, right, okay, I know what I'm going to do here. And sometimes you know that you can pot it, but you just think, no, I'm going to just play him safe a bit. I'm going to make him suffer. I'm going to slowly do him today. So you kind of play with it, you know.
And is that as satisfying?
That's amazing. It's the greatest feeling.
He's tried it. What a shot!
Do you see it as work?
Sometimes. Sometimes I see it as work, and then sometimes I think... but I always see it as it gives me choices. I always see that if I go to a tournament and I'm not really up for it, then I just think, well, I can go there and I can ring the local running club, I'll get to meet the local runners, and I'll go and do 50 mile that week. I might win the tournament, that's a bonus. If I don't, then I've had a great week running in hotels, bit of breakfast in the morning, read me papers. It's like being at an elf farm for me.
What?
It is. Better than an elf farm, because them elf farms are boring. At least I've got a bit of life going on there, you know, I play a bit of snooker.
What does running do for you then?
That's when basically I just get away from everything and I'm running through the hills and the forests, and some of the times I meet up with a group, like the local running club round.
Chat about nothing?
Just chat about running, races, running.
You're a bit of a running bore then?
Probably, yeah. I'm probably quite a boring person.
No, I don't want to say that at all, but you've got into the kind of running mentality. You're not just doing it to keep fit. When did running become so important?
It became important when I kind of was on this thing of, like, you know, I was playing snooker, I was out with my mates and whatever, and I never felt happy. I was like...
So you were partying too hard at this point?
It was just the mentality of the people I had around me. They were never me. I was never a party animal. I was never like, yeah, we're going to a club and we're going to the local this, and then we're going out for a meal, and then we've got this hotel booked, we've got a few friends. I was never that. I was there, I was like, what's all this about? Is this what you call life? But I went along with it because I thought that's what you were supposed to do, and all of a sudden I bumped on the running, and it threw me back to my younger years.
You took yourself off to the Priory for a month. That seems to be also a turning point.
I went in there, and then I've obviously learned about addictions and my own addictions and whatever. But I'm not one of these that I'm addicted to coffee, I'm addicted to this, I'm addicted to that. I don't buy into that one, you know. I had a bit of a problem, and I don't drink and I don't take drugs anymore. But, you know, I don't try and analyse my behaviour, which some of these, when you go to these places, they can start getting you to look at everything.
It's easy now, not touching alcohol and not using drugs.
I do now, but I had my struggles for...
Do you have to go to Alcoholics Anonymous or
I'll go to meetings, I'll go to stuff like that, you know, and you know, I get help with it, and I've got great support, I've got a great set of friends.
I've read that you know, have looked into Buddhism, and and you've refuted the claim that you'd converted to Islam.
Yeah.
And, you know, where are you on a religious level right now?
I'm not a religious person. I don't read spiritual books. I just kind of, it's all intuition.
So you didn't
now.
Look into Buddhism?
Yes, yeah, I did. I looked into everything. I'll be honest, I've looked into it because I wanted some sort of happiness.
What was the most interesting thing that you found on that journey?
I found that whenever you was with a group of people or that were like-minded, things were okay, things were all right. You kind of, there was no conflict, there was no, you could kind of, you was okay, and that's what I get from the running. That's my spiritual way. I kind of adapt that.
So you did go and join a kind of Buddhist group, did you, for a while?
I used to go to Bethnal Green, they've got a Buddhist centre there, and I used to go and have me lunch, and I'd go in there and I'd sit there and I'd listen to the geezer do his thing, and he was great. He'd sit there and he was happy as happy as could be, and I just thought, well, it's working for him. So I kind of went on that bit of a thing, yeah.
For how long did you do that?
Oh, about a month, 6 weeks. And what ruined it was someone kidnapped me. I don't mean kidnapped me, but they hijacked me and went, right, come and do it with me. I've got this and that, and that's when it put me off.
A bit more extreme.
Well, he just kind of seen me and thought, snooker player, Ronnie O'Sullivan, and yeah, he'll do it with me, come meet my wife, come. And he was like a control freak, and I thought, I'm just coming here to chill out, and I got you in my face, and that's when I went, put me off going there.
You're in the queue.
You split up with the mum of your children this year?
I've been living on my own for the last 10 months, but we're sort of trying to work back together. That would be my...
Your aim?
Yeah, it'd be fantastic if we could live together and bring up our family together. That would be nice.
Is it you that's the difficult person to live with?
I'm probably difficult, yeah. And I think sometimes speaking to other people in different sports, but in the same single-minded sort of way that snooker and golf and running is. Just listening to when you spoke to Faldo, he said to his missus, come for the ride, But then as soon as he got married, they kind of went, well, we don't want to get on that ride. So it's kind of, that's just how it might be with me. I don't try to be that way, but that's probably what it's like being a sportsman that's trying to stay at the top of their game. You can't just wake up when you like. You can't just sit there and eat 4 cream cakes all day and go over the park and sit there. And you've got to kind of be a bit professional, and you've got to be a bit ruthless. And probably that ruthless side is sometimes that your partner doesn't get to see you as much, or doesn't get to spend the quality time that she wants to spend with you. Sometimes it's very fleeting.
He's done it! What an unbelievable break!
When you're so exceptional at your sport as you are, people want a piece of you in the nicest possible way.
I don't do a lot of commercial stuff. I've kind of gone down the route of I play snooker, I will earn my living that way. I will not go to a PR company. I don't want to raise my profile. I don't want to go and do any endorsement. I don't want to spend time with commercial people. That's me. I've decided
You've probably foregone millions of pounds taking that route.
I don't know. But to be honest with you, it would never feel right for me to do that.
So you wouldn't want David Beckham's life then?